in the studio, we have Greta Bond from Age Concern Canterbury. She is a CEO, Morena, and welcome to 2024. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Really lovely to have you back in the studio. So what will we be discussing today?
Well, I thought it might be a good time to talk about lifelong learning.
Awesome. I love the sounds of that. So I've just actually recently enrolled myself at some learning as well too with Hagley. So I'm going to Hagley.
Cool.
Yeah, doing some night classes in painting. I thought, why not?
Absolutely, why not?
Because I'd like to learn more, and I think this is a great chat that we're going to have today. It's perfectly timed, Greta. So what are the basic principles of some lifelong learning?
Well, as the name suggests, lifelong learning proceeds from the philosophy that learning is not limited to a certain age or necessarily to a formal education environment. You can do it anywhere, anyhow, and at any stage of your life. And I thought, because it's a new year, I thought it would be a good time to be thinking about changes that you might like to make. And I think it would be so cool if we could say, what new thing can I learn this year, rather than always, what should I try and quit?
Yeah, absolutely. So what are some of the benefits of lifelong learning, Greta?
Lifelong learning recognises that as humans we have this natural drive to explore, learn and grow, and it encourages us to improve our own quality of life and sense of self-worth by paying attention to things that inspire us. I think learning at all ages is firstly, and probably most importantly, it's fun. The world's interesting, and sometimes it's easy to get caught up in a kind of daily repetitive grind, and learning can freshen things up a bit. It's great for boredom, it's good for self-confidence. Other benefits might include social integration and friendships, but also keeping your mind sharp. And I think it's constantly reminding us that the world is to be explored, and there's always so much more to know about.
I think also getting outside your comfort zone, which, that's it for me. By giving this a go, I feel like, putting one foot out of my comfort zone as we speak. So, hey, if someone is interested in learning something new, where do you start? Because, there's so many opportunities, right? Yeah,
and I think have a think about what you're like as a person. If you're a solo learner, a lot of people are, then there are lots of books in your library or YouTube videos for almost any skill you can think of. Some people love watching TED Talks, for example. But as you've explored yourself, throughout Canterbury, there's a huge number of classes and groups of volunteer enthusiasts for all sorts of things. When I was in my later 30s, I started learning to play the oboe. And now I'm 50, and I have to say, I'm not a great oboist by any stretch of the imagination, but I have had a lot of pleasure from learning it. Possibly my husband in the house, not so much.
Well, it could be the violin. I learnt the violin when I was younger, and those tones can be a little bit hard on the ears, but the benefits, I'm sure, that for yourself, but also your wider family as they see you learning and growing too.
That's right. I did needle felting for a while. That is where you get raw sheep's wool and you get a little stabby needle thing, and you stab it. It's so good for the soul. And then it fluffs up and you can kind of sculpt things.
Oh, that's so cool.
But there's so many things out there. There's ballroom dancing, model shipbuilding, sign language, or te reo. It's a great thing to learn. Book clubs, sports clubs. There's a really great organisation called U3A that older people might be interested in. It's the University of the Third Age, and it specialises in educational lectures for older people. I've had the privilege of talking there about age concern, but the range of topics on the schedule was amazing. Everything from Jane Austen to global warming, climate science. I really regretted not being able to join yet, actually, but the day I retire, I'll be signing up, that's for sure.
That sounds fantastic. I have heard of U3A. Thanks for reminding me. We might share that on our Facebook page later on as well, too.
Yeah, terrific.
People miss that.
Yeah, and if you're thinking as an older person there's something you might like to learn but you can't think of where to start, always give us a call at Age Concern. That's 03 366 0903. We'd love to help people out in terms of finding solutions to all their their problems, but also finding solutions to things that they can enjoy as well.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful. Do you have any last thoughts there, Greta?
Well, I have a great quote which I thought I might end up with today. It goes like this: commit yourself to lifelong learning. The most valuable asset you'll ever have is your mind and what you put into it. Now, that's from a very respected older gentleman by the name of Albert Einstein. So my aim for the year and my challenge to you all is be like Einstein and never stop learning.
Oh, I love that quote. That is fantastic. Thank you so much for coming in today, Greta Bond from Age Concern Canterbury.
Thank you so much for having me.
Really appreciate it, and I'll let you know how I get on with my art classes.
I'd love to see it.
I'm really excited and nervous at the same time. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Hey, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your week.
Compass FM.